What's up, lovers of whiskey and watchers of YouTube? I'm the Malt activist, and in this video I want to talk to you about 5 cask strength whiskies that will change your life. Before we begin, a big shout out to my first time viewers. Thank you for clicking through to this thumbnail. If whiskey is your jam, then this channel is the one for you. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, all of the above, none of the above. I'm just glad that you're here. And to my returning viewers, like I always say, thank you for keeping your standards so damn low. You guys are the wind beneath my wings. Now, before any of you point out this glaring choice of wardrobe that I have on me at the moment, let me just tell you something, that this is courtesy of my 11-year-old nephew, who on holiday decided to pick out this t-shirt for me because I'm guessing he thinks I'm completely dark and twisted in some sort of weird satanic killer clown, I want to slit your neck serial killer way. And so he thought this would be a perfect present for me. So this one is for you, Vivan, you dumbass. To be fair, I actually really like this t-shirt. I've worn it a couple of times outside. Yes, have I gotten weird looks from sane people? Yes, I have. Is it a small price to pay to let your nephew know that, you know what, you appreciate the weird things that he does for you? Yes. So there you go. Also, we're talking about cask strength whiskies. And if there is such a thing as a cask strength clown, well, this is it. This, sir, is a cask strength clown with no holds barred. So, yes, I think this is probably the perfect wardrobe accessory to this video. Yes, 5 cask strength whiskies which will blow you away. Yes, so if you can now stop focusing on this and focus on this, because you know what? My eyes are up here. I remember very early on in my whiskey journey, I think one of the first cask strength whiskies I had was a Macallan 10-year-old cask strength, which was about 54% ABV, and I remember drinking it for the first time. I had smoke coming out of my ears, not peated smoke, just fume smoke from the ABV of that Macallan, and I remember thinking, Jesus Christ, what the hell is this shit? I did not know whiskey could taste like this, and so began this really weird infatuation and obsession with higher strength whiskeys, high strength whiskeys, as high as I could get. And so, yeah, I mean, anyone who knows me knows that I am an absolute sucker for anything that's cask strength, for anything that is high strength. It gives me a buzz, it gives me a little sort of, I don't know, sadomasochistic pleasure, if you like, where I torture myself with extremely high levels of alcohol on my palate. And I'm sure there are some sort of self-punishing individuals like me out there who prefer or who like high-strength whiskeys on their palate. And so this video is dedicated to that. A few caveats. I tried to make this video age statement. I had a few caveats. I was like, no, it must be age statement. It must be cask strength. It must be a lot of things. It must be under 60 pounds. And there were so many filters to that caveats that I just couldn't find anything. So ultimately I just gave up, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care about the price. I don't care about the age. I've drunk all these whiskeys. They're sitting right here, down here, and I absolutely love them. So yes, some of them are NAS. Some of them are around 100 pounds, maybe a bit more. Not all of them. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So take this video with a pinch of salt, like you are with my t-shirt, with my crazy clown posse t-shirt. This video is about 5 cask strength whiskies which will absolutely change your life. And I do not say that lightly. They will change your life if you've not had them, because they changed mine. So, yes, enough with the rambling. Let's get on to whiskey number 1. The absolute first whiskey on my list is the awesome, undeniably, insanely perfect Laphroaig 10-year-old cask strength series. Man, this is an absolute no-brainer. You have to get your hands on the Laphroaig 10-year-old cask strength series. I am telling you, from batch number 1, which came out, I want to say maybe 10 or 12 years ago, maybe 13 years ago, I don't remember exactly. That whiskey to the one that has come out today, which I think we're up to now batch 18 if I'm not mistaken. Each one is an individual essay in near perfection, if you ask me. They're all different, they all have their nuances, they're all done in a way that is, well, kind of almost exact, but the results are completely different. They're just absolutely stunning. These 10-year-old cask strength series from Laphroaig is an absolute masterclass in whiskey making. And I came across the first one, I think it was batch 4 or 3, I don't remember exactly. And I was at the distillery at the time, at Laphroaig, and I picked it up. And it was for a paltry, like 40 pounds, I want to say. And this was definitely more than 10 years ago. So for a paltry, like 40 pounds, I think. And I drunk it, and I was like, holy shit. How the hell can whiskey taste so good? And I even discounted the fact that, okay, maybe I'm on Islay and that's why it tastes amazing. No, dude. It tasted amazing because it is constructed amazing. That's what it is. So let me put it up on the screen. I'll tell you a little bit about it and then I'll tell you why I love it so much. So the Laphroaig 10-year-old cask strength is part of the core range of Laphroaig. It's an age statement, of course. It's 10 years old. I don't think it's colored because I believe the cask strength whiskeys from Laphroaig are not colored. I hope I'm right. I've not done my research really. And frankly, you know what? I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't really want to know if it's colored or not. Anyway, who gives a shit? The ABV varies. I have in my hand the batch 10, which came in at 58%, but you know, there have been some that are lower, some that have been higher. But so expect a near 60% or definitely above the mid 50s in terms of the ABV. Beautiful whiskey, just wonderfully made. It's matured in first fill bourbon barrels all the way through. It is just stunning. Why do I like it? Why do I love it? Well, it has this bold Islay smoke, medicinal beet, sea spray, and you know what? It offers a really strong peaty power, and it has an age statement. Now, basically, I think that's perfect for someone who wants intensity and credibility at the same time. Because a lot of the whiskeys on my list, I think 3 out of the 5 that we have don't have age statements on them, and finding cask strength age statement whiskeys, by the way, harder than you think. Believe me, I tried. So when I discovered that, I mean, it was always going to be on my list. The Laphroaig 10 was always going to be on my list. But when I discovered that it's one of the very few, or one of the generally few age statement whiskeys that come in at cask strength, well, then I definitely had to include it. So we're up to batch 18 now with varying ABV. The maturation is more or less the same. First fill bourbon barrel served at cask strength, and it's become more expensive these days. This is not a pricing video, so I mean, take it with a grain of salt. But you know, for any one of the newer purchases, any one of the newer releases, expect to pay about 80 pounds, 80 to 90 pounds, depends where you find it. Which, yeah, is it on the higher side? Yes, it is. Is it worth it? Yes, it is. Like this t-shirt, is it worth it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Laphroaig, 10-year-old, cask strength. Gotta buy it. Gotta drink it. It'll change your life. The second whiskey on my list is the undeniable powerhouse, the Aberlour A'Bunadh. Yes, that's right. The Aberlour A'Bunadh is, I mean, it's also an essay. It's also a masterclass in whiskey making, except this is for the sherry heads. Yeah, this is all matured in first fill Oloroso sherry casks, bottled at cask strength, and it's essentially almost like a Solera vatting. I mean, there's this big vat, and I believe the earlier batches, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm wrong, which I most probably am, but I believe the earlier batches of the Aberlour A'Bunadh, I'm talking the first 5-10 batches, had some 30-year-old juice in there, some 20-year-old juice in there. I know now, obviously, I think we're up to batch 70 something, I guess. Yeah, expect very, very, very young whiskeys in there. But this was almost done, almost like a Solera vatting, where you had this massive vat and where they pumped in Aberlours at cask strength, matured in first fill Oloroso sherry casks, butts actually, not just casks, sherry butts, and blended in and left to marry, left to become stunningly beautiful. So I have here with me. Okay, let me put it up on the screen and I'll tell you. I think it's a little more educational that way, if you know what I mean. So up on the screen now. So the Aberlour A'Bunadh, yes, it's a non-age statement whiskey. Expect it to be bottled around 60 something percent. I have with me the batch 45, which is bottled at 60.2%. I've had some that are, in their high 50s. I've had some that are in their low 60s. So expect that sort of range. It'll be around about 100 pounds. Is that expensive for a NAS whiskey? Yeah, I guess so. Is it worth the experience? Yeah, I guess so. No, I think so. Oh, no, I'm absolutely sure it is worth the experience. Though, mind you, earlier batches much better than later batches. I think I count the 45 as one of the earlier ones because it's like, I think we're up to like batch 70 something now. Why do I like it? Well, it's got this rich sherry, dark fruit, spice, and oak. I think it is literally the quintessential sherry bomb, right? It delivers massive flavors, but it does come at a premium. So what can you do, man? Price of entertainment has gone up, and it is what it is. But this is definitely something, worth exploring, worth discovering if you haven't had it before. This is, and just look at this color. It's as dark as my soul. As dark as my soul. It's darker than this clown's intentions. Yes, the Aberlour A'Bunadh, a cult classic. For that sherry head that also loves a little pain on the palate. So expect good things. Get it, buy it, drink it, find it. It'll change your life. Whiskey number 3 is an essay in finesse. I'm talking about the Redbreast 12-year-old cask strength. Oh man. Irish single pot still from the Redbreast distillery. Well, actually Middleton distillery, if I'm not mistaken. It is made in the Middleton distillery, of course. Again, no research, man. No knowledge whatsoever. But the Redbreast 12, this label is coming off. This is an old bottle, by the way. This Redbreast 12, oh my god. I remember when I had it for the first time. It was from a sample bottle. I bought this little sample from Master of Malt. And I was like, Jesus, what the hell is this stuff? And this is, again, early on in my career as a whiskey drinker. And then I got hold of the bottle and, oh man, I still have, this is my original bottle. I think I bought this, I want to say more than 10 years ago. This is one of my original bottles. I have a few still lying around, unopened still. I'm still drinking this because it's so beautiful. I keep coming back to it. And just an essay in finesse, in just perfect, beautiful maturation. Just wonderfully constructed. Let's put it up on the screen and I'll tell you a little bit about it. The Redbreast 12, of course, it's a 12-year-old whiskey. The bottle that I have is bottled at 57.7% ABV, and this is actually one of the first batches that came out. But I expect about 57% across multiple variants. Pricing wise, I'd expect to pay about £100 roughly. Depends, depends. Maybe if you get a good deal somewhere, you can get it for less. But expect to pay about £100 for it. And why do I like it? Well, it's Irish pot still, and I love the Irish pot still flavors. They're just beautiful. And in terms of the flavor profiles, orchard fruits, honey, nuts with this lovely warming oak. And a little lingering spice in the end. It's smooth, but it's potent, And yes, the maturation, I forgot. The maturation is bourbon. It's a mix of bourbon and Oloroso sherry casks, both seasoned. So American oak and Spanish oak seasoned with bourbon and sherry to put this absolutely stunning whiskey together. Just a masterclass. Again, I keep saying masterclass. Maybe this video should be called Cask Strength Masterclass. I don't know. But just one of the better cask strength whiskeys out there. Get your hands on it. So, you know, if you're a fan of Redbreast, then you know the delicate flavors that the core range has, like the regular 12 and the 15 and the 21 and the 23 is there. I don't know. But now imagine amplifying that with the cask strength. Oh, just everything good, boom, amplified. So yeah, the Redbreast 12 cask strength is just, in my opinion, I want to do the jig, but I can't do the jig because, you know, serial killer. Buy it, find it, drink it. It'll change your life. Whiskey number 4 is this stunning Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. That's right. Yes, I went to a bourbon. I had a number of bourbons I could pick from. I have, let's say, if you can see behind me, the BTAC series there, the George T. Stagg, the William LaRue Weller, the Thomas Handy, all beautiful whiskeys. But can you find them? No, you can't find them. But perhaps you could find the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, which when I first had it, oh man, dude, I'm a sucker for a good bourbon, and I'm an even bigger sucker for a high strength bourbon, and this one just ticked all the boxes for me. This is just so good, unbelievable. Okay, let's put it up on the screen. Right, so the Elijah Craig, it says small batch. Barrel proof means it's cask strength, which is not the term for cask strength. Bottled at about 62.1%. This is the whiskey that I have in my hands at the moment, but you know, expect the ABV to vary between high 50s and low 60s. So, you know, between 59 to 63, 64%. The one that I have is about 62.1% ABV. I think you can find it for about, you know, anywhere between 80, 85 pounds at a median price. But you have to look for it. It's not that easy to find, but I think it's worth the effort, definitely. And why do I like it? Well, it has this beautiful creamy caramel and vanilla nose. I love the rich oak, the spices, and the butterscotch. It has a beautiful, long, warming finish. It's powerful, it's balanced. And frankly, I mean, it's one of the better bourbon options out there for someone who's looking for potency and a bit of a kick and explosion of flavors. This is one of the best whiskeys out there. This Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I mean, just absolutely. And I'm a big fan. Yeah, man. I'm a huge fan of the Barrel Proof series. I'm actually a huge fan of the Elijah Craig, frankly. And this one is one of the better ones. I remember drinking this for the first time and just absolutely losing my mind. It was that good. So yeah, man, find it, buy it, drink it. It will change your life, dude, I promise. And last but not the least, I decided to take a little left turn to India, and I'm going to suggest to you the Amrut single cask series cask strength, which is, in my opinion, one of the best Amrut whiskeys to come out of that distillery. Jesus Christ, it is absolutely stunning. Like, I can't even tell you how good this is. In fact, the one that I have in my hand, it's a relic. It's an absolute relic. Okay, let me put it up on the screen and I'll tell you a bit about it. So the single cask that I have in my hand is matured in first fill PX sherry cask. It's made from unpeated Indian barley. It was distilled in June of 2009, that's right, and bottled in August of 2013, making it roughly 4 years old. It says there's a total maturation loss of 42%. So basically almost half that barrel was done and dusted by the time this one was bottled. And this one is bottled at 62.8% ABV. So Amrut, not holding back at all. And why is it absolutely stunning? Well, it has this unbelievable tropical oak influence. It has blood orange, burnt sugar, so many spices, and it's a completely different experience to a Scotch or even a bourbon at cask strength. So for the experience alone, I would highly recommend getting a hold of this Amrut single cask. This particular one is ex-PX sherry. There's a ex-port cask as well as ex-bourbon cask. And in fact, I just noticed I'm a lucky son of a bitch. You know what I have here in my hand? I have actually the batch number 1, the first ever batch of the Amrut single cask series, bottled in August 2013. I have this here with me. I've drunk so much of this whiskey. It is an absolute stunner, and there's nothing better than an Amrut at high strength. I think they do so well at those high strengths that it's absolutely blows me away. So yeah, this one, dude, very hard to find. I'm guessing, you know, £100 something somewhere if you can get a hold of it. Is it pricey? Yes, it's pricey. Is this video about unnecessarily overpriced whiskeys that are cask strength? Yeah, probably. I don't know, maybe. But you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I told you this video is not about price. This video is about cask strength whiskeys that will change your life. So these ones changed my life. Find it, buy it, drink it, change your life. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to satisfy your obsession for high strength torture on your palate, where your taste buds become numb, your eyes start to water, smoke starts coming out of your ears, but at the same time you don't want to compromise on the quality, the experience that those whiskeys provide you, then these 5 whiskeys will hold you in good stead. Wonderfully constructed master classes in their own right. An essay in whiskey making is what these whiskeys are all about. This is what I promise you. This is what I promise you, man. So there you go. And as usual, I've rambled on too long. I hope you didn't go blind staring at Snowy the Clown. I think that's what I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him Snowy the serial killing clown. Yeah. All thanks to my 11-year-old nephew who thinks I'm sick in the head. So yes, shout out to you one more time, Vivan. Thank you, dumbass. I needed this t-shirt. There you go. That's all there is for me. I hope you can find yourself some good cask strength whiskeys and enjoy them. Drink responsibly. I'm the Malt Activist. Until next time.